Welcome. I'm so glad that you could join me today. For today's practice, you'll need a chair. So if you want to go grab one of those, that would be great. Let's start in a seated position in our chairs. Today we're going to be focusing on strengthening our legs. But first, let's start in a tall seat just so that we can reset our posture. So sit in a position on your chair where your feet are on the ground. So for me, I had to scooch forward a little bit on the chair. So start by feeling your feet grounded into the earth. Sit up tall and start by drawing your shoulders up towards your ears, and then draw your shoulder blades down and back. So feeling an openness across the front of your chest. So let's start by just taking 3 deep breaths here. So take a deep breath in, full breath, and let the air go through your mouth. So let's do that 2 more times. So take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. 1 more of those. Deep breath in and let it go. So let's begin by doing some neck stretches. So you could have your hands on your knees, but still keeping your shoulders down and back. So tilt your head to the right. So bringing your right ear to right shoulder. Very slowly, we're going to hold this for a couple of breaths. Feel the tension dripping out of your neck on the opposite side. Strong breaths in and out. And when you're ready to take your next breath in, just let your head rise up. Take 1 breath here, and then as you exhale, tilt your head to the opposite side. Taking steady breaths in and out. And knowing this is a great practice to do anytime you're sitting at your desk or sitting for a long time, just to reset your posture, come back to your normal, natural shape. Okay, take a breath in, let your head rise up. Okay, so let's stand up and we'll come to our Tadasana or mountain pose. So have your feet about hip distance apart. Step back a little bit. Have a slight micro bend to your knee. And we'll reset our shoulders again, bringing shoulders up, down, and back. Your palms might come slightly forward. So we'll take a deep breath here. Breathe in and out. Now coming to your chair, I'm going to move my chair to the side so that the tall side I'm able to hold on to. So with 1 foot, step 1 foot so your foot is parallel, and step your other foot back. Your toes will be pointed at about a 45-degree angle, and you can play around with what degree you want to step back. So we'll start by standing tall, shoulder blades down and back, and we'll start by having a slight bend to the front knee. So this is kind of like a modified warrior position. So take a deep breath in, straighten your front leg, and then as you exhale, bend your front knee. So you can continue to move with it like this with breath, inhaling and exhaling. You might want to bring arm movement in if you have the balance. So as you breathe in, draw your arms back into cactus shape, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer pose, bending your front knee. Breathing in and out. Let's do that 1 more time. Breathing in and out. So then let's step your back foot forward and then step your opposite leg back. So once again, finding a position that feels good in your body, either stepping maybe really close or maybe a little bit further. The further you step back, you'll feel more of a stretch in your hip flexor of your back leg. So let's try that again. So with your bent front knee, so take a breath in, straighten your front leg, exhale, bend down, breathe in and out. And I'm going to add arm movements. So breathing in, drawing shoulder blades back, and out, hands to prayer. Breathing in, really getting that oxygen moving in your body, bringing healing energy in and out. Okay, I'll step my back foot forward. So come to a position where you can have one hand on your chair for balance if you need it. So let's set our posture again. So standing up tall, feet about hip distance apart, really feeling the ground beneath you, slight bend to your knee. And we'll start by doing some leg swings. So begin by really grounding into your left foot. And then we're just going to slowly bring actually, let's do that the opposite way. So ground into the foot that's closest to your chair. So standing up tall, we're just going to swing our leg out with breath. So inhaling and exhaling. You could have your hand on your hip. Breathing in and out. In and out. And maybe if you want to challenge your balance, you could let go of the chair for 1 or 2 reps. In and out. And let's do that one more time. So really feeling the muscles working on the outside of your hip, maybe a little bit in your butt. And then we'll switch to the opposite side. You could turn around. I'm just going to move my chair around. So standing up tall again, and then grounding onto the foot that's closest to the chair, and then bringing your hand to your hip, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and out. Notice if you have a tendency to maybe lean forward. See if you can stand up tall while you're moving your leg. In and out. And you can choose how far you want to lift your leg. Maybe it's just a little bit. But as you make those movements, do it with your breath, breathing in and out. So let's stand up. Just give a few shakes. I could really feel that on the outside of my hips. So now facing your chair, with your hands on your chair, we're going to do some marching. So what we'll do, we'll start with right foot. So bring your right foot and left arm up, breathe in, and then as you exhale, lower down, and then move to the opposite side. So right hand and left leg up, inhaling and exhaling. So as you're doing this, really stretch and reach up to the ceiling. So feeling length in your spine as you do these slow, controlled movements. Breathing in and out. And you might want to try it without holding on. So maybe bringing your hand to your hip. In and out. In and out. Okay, then we'll come so that your chair is on one side. So ground into the foot that's closest to the chair, standing up tall, shoulders down and back. Now lift your leg up so that your knee is bent. Bring your hand on your hip of your leg that's up, and then make some slight kicking moves. So I'll go to my side so you can see it a little better. So breathing in and out. Notice I'm not really moving my leg that far, especially if you have knee problems. Don't try to hyperextend. Just this small movement can really bring strength to the muscle on the top of your leg, your quadriceps. So I'm holding on to the chair. You could challenge your balance by letting go. And we'll do one more on this side and down. And then we'll switch to the opposite side. So I'm going to switch my chair around. So ground on the side of the chair. Lift the opposite leg up. And then let's try those pulses. So really holding up, feeling that strength in your leg that's up. So breathing in and out. In and out. One more time. In and out. And step down. So now we'll just take a minute on our chairs. Once again, finding a position where your feet are grounded into the earth. Your hands could be just on your thighs. And we'll reset our shoulders one more time. So draw your shoulders up towards your ears, down and back. So let's come back to breath to end our practice. You might want to close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just take a moment here to notice your breath, not controlling your breath in any way, just noticing it. And as you're noticing your breath, bring awareness to your energy level. And as you're sitting here, think about places in your daily life where you could incorporate some of the practices that we did today. So maybe sitting at your desk, working at your computer, simply resetting your shoulders can be a really powerful way to open up your chest and bring a stronger breath, bringing energy into your body. Maybe while you're standing and cooking your dinner, you could take a moment to stand up tall, maybe do a neck stretch or two. So take one more breath, take a deep inhale and let it go through your mouth. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing, taking time for self-care. Enjoy the rest of your day.